What's going on, you guys? It's Lifestyle from lifestyledid.com, and in today's video I want to go over something that I think is super important for every producer that wants to be full-time but is currently working a 9-to-5 job. I personally worked a 9-to-5 job for about 5 years, and there was one time when I actually worked 3 jobs. 2 of them were part-time, another of them I was kind of doing some sub work to try to get my foot into the full-time job that I had for a year, which was from 3 to 11:30 at night, which was the last job I ended up working before I was able to go full-time as a producer. You know, I covered scheduling, right? Scheduling your day out and the good schedule to have and the schedule that I followed that helps me. Now I want to talk more pretty much about the mindset of it all and the mindset of having a job and wanting to be a full-time producer or whatever you want to do full-time, but having that job. And I think a lot of people, myself included, when I first was doing this, was that I had a bad mindset on it, right? So today we're going to cut out all the stuff, you know, that everyone tells you, oh, just quit your job, do this and do that, because the reality of it is we don't all get to start and make a couple thousand or $1,000 every month off doing this and we can just quit our job. Or right when we start making beats or starting our business, boom, 3 months later, you know, we can magically quit our jobs. A lot of us have real bills. A lot of us have kids. We have a lot of things we need to get taken care of. So we need that 9-to-5, right? But the thing I think that isn't spoken about a lot is having a good mindset towards that 9-to-5, right? It's always, oh, I hate this job so much. Oh, I want to quit this job. I want to be full-time doing what I already do already. Now, let me tell you, when I switched my mindset over to what I'm going to explain to you, this got so much easier. So pretty much I sat there one day and I didn't hate my jobs. I actually loved my jobs and I enjoyed all of them. I had a lot of good friends. I had a lot of good experience, but I didn't have the mindset that I developed later on. And that mindset was to actually look at the 9-to-5 as what it is and the very good benefits of it, right? It's paying my bills. It's being able to get some money to invest back into this business and grow it. And it's constantly giving me money flow that I need to survive as a human being and to thrive in my business. Now, my mindset wasn't always that, right? It was just like, oh, I got to go to work. I got to get this out of the way. I need to get home and produce. This is all I want to do. And that is a good mindset. But the negativity starts to come in when you don't want to go to that job, right? When you only look at that job as the fact that 2 o'clock comes or 9 a.m. comes and you have to go to that job, right? When you keep that mindset, it really hinders what you can do in your own environment when you're producing or whatever your business is, because that will overflow into it, right? If you don't want to wake up and go to that job and you hate it so much, when you get home from that job, that mindset is still kind of there. You're so happy to get off the job that you hated and now you could do what you want, right? But imagine you went into work and you were thinking, this is fueling my business. Everything that I'm doing today here is going to get me further in my business. You see how that mindset already kind of makes you feel better. It gets like your chest kind of amped up, like, yo, like when I'm at work, I'm going to be thinking how good this is and what it's doing for me. It's feeding my family. It's giving me food for, you know, the week. It's being able to pay my bills and the electricity that it costs to run the business I want to run. When you think like that, the mindset of that plus scheduling literally will take you from A to Z. Go watch the scheduling video, take in from that, create a schedule, and then switch up your mindset on it, right? We're not here to be hating these jobs, right? These jobs are fueling us. Think of it as fuel to the ginormous fire you're going to set when your producing career or whatever it is that you're building, your business takes off, because it will, as long as you stick to scheduling and stick to a good mindset. You need to have these 2 things to be successful and to be able to quit your job. It took me almost 5 years of producing and 2 years of being on YouTube and doing everything I can possibly every single day. Only, you know, I'll give you a quick rundown of it. I would get up at 9 a.m. and I would be able to only work until about 2 p.m., maybe 1:30, and I'd have to get ready and I'd go to work for the rest of the day. After that, I would go to the gym, and on the weekends was a little bit more free and I'd be planning stuff with my girlfriend, you know, in and out and hanging out with family. But if I didn't have this schedule, I would easily get frustrated, right? And guess what that trickles down into? Again, mindset. If I didn't have that mindset, imagine those 2 clashing with each other, and a bad mindset and a bad schedule. Imagine what that's going to do for my business. It's going to tank. I'm never going to get further. You need to get a schedule first, watch that scheduling video, and switch up your mindset if you don't have, let's say, a good mindset on the job, right? Some of us have really bad jobs and we don't like them, and I get that. There's not much you could do about that, but you could still create a positive thought in your head of something that the job is doing good for you that's going to further your business and your career. I think we learn this time and time over again, that if you have, you know, bad mindset or bad energy in a certain part, it always trickles into something else. Don't let that job be looked at as something negative. Think of it as a positive. A lot of us had to work jobs. You guys were watching me on YouTube for 1.5 years, almost 2 years, and I was still working a job. Not a lot of people knew that. I would tell, you know, I would explain that, but some people wouldn't see it. So they'd be like, oh, you know, you're doing this and that, and you're full-time off this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm full-time, but I'm still working. I no longer work anymore. I am full-time off this because of the scheduling, the mindset, and the hard work I put in. But you would have never known because the schedule was so tight that I was getting so much work done, and my mindset was so good on the fact of the jobs and what I was doing that it was able to benefit and push me further. So I just kind of wanted to get on here and share this with you guys. Hopefully someone needed to hear this. If you guys did like this video, leave a thumbs up. You can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for everything else. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.